Instant justice. After George W. Bush and Obama teamed up to attack Trump, Fox hosts leaked their worst nightmares. There are certain times where we can read between the lines, and this is one of those cases. President Donald Trump was not mentioned by name, however. It was painfully obvious that former presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama were referring to him and the direct impact they believe his actions were having on our country. George W. Bush had his time in the White House from 2001 to 2009. The former president stated, "Our politics seem more vulnerable to conspiracy theories and outright fabrications." Really, Georgie? Barack Obama, who was in office from 2009 to 2017, when President Trump took over, maintained that politics seems so angry and nasty, he stated. "Instead of our politics reflecting our values, we have politics infecting our communities." It's obvious to anyone and everyone who work in politics that for the last 60 years it has been an unspoken agreement that former presidents do not badmouth those who take their place in the White House. Both of these former presidents were representing opposing parties and are 15 years apart in age. However, the fact that they both came forward to make these statements on the same day during a time in which a man they both do not like is in office is oddly coincidental, according to Subject Politics. You think, maybe? It only goes to prove the Bushes put Obama in to destroy the country. It stems back from the Bushes. Fox host Steve Hilton had a brutal message for George W. Bush and Obama after they joined in attacking President Trump and his supporters over the weekend in their coordinated attack on the Trump movement. These two former presidents are trying to turn the public against President Trump. It was a striking sight, the last two presidents out on the same day with not very well disguised attack on President Trump, Hilton said. Instant karma. After George W. Bush and Obama teamed up to attack Trump, Fox host leaked their worst nightmare. October 25th, 2017, Kirster's Bayshil. There are certain times where we can read between the lines, and this is one of those cases. President Donald Trump was not mentioned by name. However, it was painfully obvious that both of them, let's just take a listen. Let's just take a listen because I'm not going to repeat what they're saying.
This was the week the elites fought back. They say populism is wrong and dangerous. I say, we'll take you seriously when you apologize for the failures of elitism and the pain you cause for millions of working Americans. It was a striking sight, the last two presidents out on the same day with a not very well disguised attack on our current president. He was George W. Bush.
Discontent deepened and sharpened partisan conflicts. Bigotry seems emboldened. Our politics seems more vulnerable to conspiracy theories and outright fabrication.
And this was Barack Obama.
Instead of our politics reflecting our values, we've got politics infecting our communities. Instead of looking for ways to work together and get things done in a practical way, we've got folks who are deliberately trying to make folks angry.
Really?
To demonize people who have different ideas.
Of course, he never did that, did he? But this is the big...
Correct. And there he goes with his slang, like he's pretending to be black. You see, you heard Obama again with that slang again? That he's black? No, he's not.
Problem with what they both said. President Bush, President Obama, it's no use lashing out at Donald Trump. He's not the cause of the populist revolution. You are.
Correct.
Steve Bannon is not the cause of all the anger and incivility. You are. You are because your elitist policies hurt working Americans while helping the rich and well-connected. The elites can wring their hands about the tone of politics, but real people are just worried about keeping their head above water. The elitist economic agenda shared by both parties, automation, globalization, centralization, and unlimited immigration, it made the rich richer and working people poorer. That's not some slogan lifted from the Bernie Sanders campaign, it's what actually happened. Take a look, we've shown you this chart before. It shows the change in household income under the last two presidents. Everyone in the bottom half saw their incomes go down. Everyone in the top half saw their incomes go up. Worse still, the poorer you are, the more your income went down. The richer you are, the more it went up. That is an outrage. It is the opposite of what America is supposed to stand for. George W. Bush talked about compassionate conservatism. Barack Obama talked about hope and change. But what is compassionate about letting incomes go down? Where's the hope in letting jobs go away? These establishment politicians just don't get it. We don't trust them anymore.
They get it all right.
We can't bear to listen to them anymore. People want change. That's why they voted for Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, by the way. It's why they're voting for populists all over Europe too, in Germany, Austria, and the Czech Republic just in the last few weeks. So, here's my message to Bush and Obama. When you're ready to apologize for the economic and social destruction that your elitist policies cause for working Americans, we might take seriously your self-righteous and sanctimonious musings about the state of our politics. In the meantime, let's focus on a positive populist policy agenda to give back to working Americans the economic security and economic opportunity that you, President Bush, and you, President Obama, took away. That's the next revolution we need.
Yeah, well, Bush and Obama had ought to keep their mouths shut unless they want us bringing up every little thing they did to drive our country into an economic collapse. It's true. It's true. But what they miss, the point is that they call them that they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. That's the whole point. And this was to take down America with George W. Bush putting in Obama and the destruction that they wanted to cause. They're the head honchos of the destruction. It goes not the 16 years that they're talking about. It's 30 years. It stems from Father Bush. He's the criminal in charge. And I wish there were military tribunals where they have to stand and answer for their crimes. I hope it's coming. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.